Hello, everyone. I'm D. Lisa. I'm the dream doula for women.
I am Christina Spatero. I'm a psychotherapist and relationship coach for everyone.
And now that I've said I'm a dream doula for women, I was telling Christina before we hit record about how I helped a man over the last few days ponder a dream that has been, he's been curious about this dream for many,
Mhm.
many, many years. So is there a dream, Christina, that you've been curious about for many, many, many years?
Many years. The funny thing is, as we've said in previous things, I do have very vivid dreams, but
Mm,
I swear my dreams are like mini movies, of course.
of course they
So,
are.
of course they are. I'd be shocked if they weren't, where I literally have different stories and things going on. And sometimes I'm a participant in it, sometimes I'm the observer. So I can't think of one. And obviously, to the nature of the work I do, when I do have an interesting dream, I do write it and I do, analyze it for myself. Because when you first wake up is the best time to write it, obviously, because that's
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
most going to really remember it. So I haven't had a reoccurring, but I will have certain themes. And
Theme.
again,
Mm,
themes. And
mhm.
again, some of them, a lot of them will involve movies or snippets of things that I think are message related.
Yeah.
Um, or I'll hear like a song in the dream.
Oh, I love all the things you just said. So first of all, I'll stop you there and I'll remind anyone who's listening, if you want to pay attention to your dreams, first when you wake up, that's when you have those dreams that you can remember them right then
Mm-hmm.
in the first 10 minutes, I say. And recently, I was telling someone, you might wake up and you'll think, oh, I was just dreaming, but it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you roll back over into that position you were just sleeping in, you
Mm-hmm.
might get it just flooding back into your awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I tried that the other day. I was like, oh, here I am. I'm the dream doula, and I just lost all my dreams. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
I rolled over and I had two or three dreams that I was dreaming right then in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They all came back and I could kind of look at them for a minute and then get up and write them in my dream journal. That's a beautiful way to remember how to remember your dreams is first thing in the morning, have something to write it on and
That's
something to
something
write
to do.
with next to your bed.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
And then
definitely what I do.
themes, like you say, you dream themes. And so don't we have themes that we're working on in our life?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you might be going through a certain um, growth in your life, going from
Mm-hmm.
a different job or a different
Mm-hmm.
relationship or even a different town. And you'll have themes that will be connected to what's going on. Yeah. What are some themes that have been in your dreams? Can you think of any?
I definitely have had themes of overcoming
Mm.
adversity. I maybe I'm staring at the world right now and it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
Because I've had dreams where of like helping others in
Right.
a very tangible way. Like I've had dreams where I'm literally with other people, part of some sort of rescue relief effort. Then I've had dreams where it was like, okay, did you ever see the movie Tron?
No.
Okay, so we are still going to have a movie for everything we do. So
Yes.
so the Tron was actually a technological marvel for its day. It was from the 1980s. Using it was put out by the whole Disney thing, like one of Disney's like first like live action non fairy tale type movies, and the used computer animation, all that, just really cutting edge. And it was about this guy who'd been this computer programmer, this inventor, and he'd created these things, and it was stolen by this really disreputable, slimy guy. And so this guy became super rich, big rich guy, tower guy. And the other guy wound up running like a video arcade. And but he was determined to find the proof of like that this guy stole his stuff and get back what was his. So spoiler, 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 to get revenge, like this guy didn't want his secrets exposed. So he created this whole computer program thing called master control that would hold everything. And it like controlled everything in this big tower. So the other guy broke in to try to steal it. And to get this the evidence of what this guy did, and he gets zapped into the computer. So it was very cutting edge because they were using a technology where they were taking things from the real world and putting it into the computer world. So he gets put into the computer world. And there actually a sequel was made many years later, just a few years ago. Jeff Bridges starred in the movie where it was an adult Flynn, and it's called Tron Legacy.
Mm.
But the original one was about this guy in this computer world that was being run by this like dictator master control guy. And so it was both a battle in the computer world with elements from the real world and the two combining.
That's cool.
Really
So,
cool.
so what's happening in the real world, which is why we're talking about this movie and dreams, what's happening in the real world, I call the real world,
Mm-hmm.
waking life,
Mm-hmm.
is mirrored in what's happening in our inner life while we're dreaming.
Exactly. So to get further trippy, as I've been having these dreams of physical rescue of others, I dreamed that I was almost in a Tron like world and I was helping that the guy Flynn, he was the main character in Tron. I was helping him to help free people from oppression.
Which is so perfect because that's what you do in real life, in waking life. You help
Mm-hmm.
free people from the oppression of their own paradigms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. Last night I was dreaming that I was helping set up an art event.
Mm.
It was a 3 hour art event, but I was still setting up 1.5 hours into it. But it was all okay. Everyone's chatting and they're like, set up 3 different places. And we're going to have 3 different live models. So you could have a model wherever you're painting or drawing, you could see a model.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was distracted in the dream by someone saying, but hold everything and come over here. We're going to talk to this little kid. And why don't you hold the
Mm-hmm.
pose here? So I dropped everything I was planning to pose while they talk to this little kid about art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like, what was that? What's going on in my mind? I'm helping. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little bit late. I'm
Mm-hmm.
stopping everything for what's happening right now, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And the feeling of the dream was not anxious. It just seemed like everything was fine.
Okay.
Because that dream could have been like, oh no, I'm late. Where is this and where is that?
Oh yeah.
I just kept gathering things and carrying them here and there. And I was wondering, like, is this really the thing for that? I don't know. They told me to take it here. Uh, Dreamland is so fun. I talked to someone the other day where this man says every dream he has is a lucid dream. He always
Ooh.
knows in the dream that he's dreaming, but he's usually observing it like it's a movie, and many of his dreams are nightmares.
Oh.
He does not look forward to going to sleep at night.
Oh my
He
gosh.
does not, when we talked about recalling his dreams, it's like, I don't want to remember my dreams. They're all nightmares. And
Wow.
that is, it's not possible to have 100% of your dreams nightmares. I don't believe.
Right.
But
But
The nightmares are the ones you remember because they're loud and
Yes,
scary.
of course.
Well, the big, loud, bright, and scary dreams that you remember without even trying to remember, those are the ones that have a powerful message for you,
Mm.
in my opinion.
No, I definitely do. I mean, the things that are obviously scary for us
Yeah.
are things maybe that we need to work on,
Yeah.
or maybe something that we're concerned about, that our
Yeah.
brain is processing. Like maybe we're in a situation that we're worried how it's going to turn, or sometimes it could even be our intuition giving us a warning,
Yeah.
like about a person or place or something, and you like, just be careful. But yes, nightmares can be very, very, very scary. And I'm sorry, I'm on a movie tear today. So
Sure.
there's another movie, Dreamscape. It's with Dennis Quaid, Max von Sydow, and Kate Capshaw. And the
What's the
premise
name of it
is,
again?
I want to say it's Dreamscape.
Okay.
It's really good. It's from also from the 1980s. And the premise is that this guy is name's Alex. He's a psychic, but his gifts have been both a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
He gets tapped by this professor guy who I think had been like a mentor to him. And he wants Alex to be part of a project that he's doing, which was using psychics to go into people's dreams to help them resolve their nightmares.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But that is an intriguing premise, but it's also a thriller. So there's a nefarious government plot going on, and the idea that what we see in our dreams is that our reality, and so it's actually a pretty good thriller.
Mm.
But what's interesting is, so you know there is a character, so it's like, what are the different things people dream about, right? So there's a boy in there that is this poor little boy who has been plagued by nightmares of this really scary looking monster. And in the dream, this monster is coming after him. And so the Alex character goes in to help the boy, and the boy's father is there. And he's like, that's my father, but he won't help. And he's like, the kid is right. So they never really analyzed why this boy was having a dream, but it was interesting that the parental figure in there was someone that couldn't be counted on.
Yeah.
They didn't get into the psychology of it. It was more like this was a dream the kid was having, and it was about him confronting the monster in his dream. But given how ineffectual the father was to helping him in the dream, I wonder if the monster was really a father that couldn't be counted on.
When you said that, I thought, wait, I thought maybe the monster was the father, but the father was there not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I've pondered for years. I read it somewhere and have been thinking about it ever since. If many people have dreams where there's a monster chasing them and they imagine in the dream this monster is going to kill me, rape me, hurt me,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
do something to me that's not good. It's so you're terrified and you're trying to run. And then in dreamland, you're like, you can't
Yeah, you're
run,
like in
you can't
slow mo.
scream, and then sometimes you scream yourself awake. And I've been told that if you want to know what the monster really is in dreamland and you can remember you're in a dream, you can turn and say, what are you doing? What do you want? What is the message? And the monster will tell you, quit trying to kill you, because the like there's a demon or a monster that you're running away from in real life.
Mm,
Like you might say, what is chasing you in real life?
mm,
What are you running from in real life? What are you terrified of in real life if it
mm-hmm,
catches up with you?
mm,
What what is that metaphor? And then of course in a dream, if you know you're lucid dreaming and you can go, I can fly, I can turn into a monster bigger than that one. you can change that so it's not a something's chasing me, but I'm standing in my power and I
Yeah.
can control this. Most of us can't remember that we're in a dream when we're having the nightmare.
Yeah, it's true. And it's funny. I can't think of a handful of times where I did remember though.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because that's when I did get to fly.
Yeah. You're
Like,
like, wait, this is a
yeah,
dream. I
wait a
can
minute.
fly.
I can
Mhm.
fly. I don't have to fall off the cliff. I can fly above it. What am I
Well,
doing? You know,
now
it's
that
so
for
cool.
the advanced dreamer, when you're in a dream and you know it's a dream, you can watch it.
Yeah.
You can create it into something different. You can fly, you can morph, you can kill the monster, you can turn it into a happy party. It's your dream and you get to do anything you want. Anything.
Yes.
You can walk through
And
walls.
and it is incredibly liberating when you realize that because the times where I have acknowledged the dream it's a dream and I've actually stepped into the power of it and actually said, wait a minute, oh, I can make that disappear. Oh, I can fly, or I can change that, or oh, I can
Yeah,
open that door. It is incredible. It's like you feel like you're magical.
it's so magical. And obviously I was born to know something about dreams because the first dream I remember is a lucid dream from my childhood. And in the
Wow.
dream, there were these menacing men, three, rub-a-dub-dub, three men in a tub. Like,
Mhm.
how young are you to think the rub-a-dub-dub men are menacing? But one of them said,
Wow.
come over here, little girl. And I said, no. And he said, you have to. And I said, I don't have to do anything. This is my dream. And if I want to, I can just wake up. And he said to me, no, you can't. And I said, watch. And in the dream, I put my hands on my hip and I squeezed my eyes really, really tight. And when I opened them, I was in my bedroom. I was so excited. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, it worked.
it worked. You did it.
Like even in the dream, I'm like, I can get out of this. And then when I woke up, I was still kind of surprised that I had that kind of power. And then I tried to go back into the dream and say, Neener, Neener, Neener. I couldn't go. I couldn't get back to that dream and those characters.
Right.
And then, of course, many years later, here I am like, ooh, if I could only lucid dream. And then if I remember, like, I could do that when I didn't even try.
Yeah, you totally can.
So I'm sure I can do that
Uh,
again.
You totally can. Like, honestly, I never really thought about it. The times when I realized, wait a minute, I'm dreaming.
Mhm.
But I guess those were lucid dreams. But I
Yeah,
can't explain.
that's the
Yeah.
simplest lucid dream is that you just know it's a dream.
Mm, yeah.
It's yeah, you just know it's a dream. Let's talk about that on another episode because I would love to talk about lucid dreaming and how you would know. And I've
Okay.
studied that a little bit. So
Okay.
for all the dreamers out there, if you're still listening, thank you. Subscribe and share and all those things. And
Yes.
if you'd like to know more about dreaming or analyze any of your dreams, hit up one of us and we'd love to go deeper on what it is that you're doing when your body is sleeping.
I like it.
Yeah. Thanks, Christina. As usual, it's been really fun.
Yes, for me as well. Thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.